Hello everyone, and welcome back to Monster Prom. Now, I did take a break from this last week, because I got frustrated with part of it, but we are back, and today's going to be a bit better. I am going to... I have a guide up, so I'm going to be using that. One player, full game. Yeah, we know all this already. We don't need to hear all this. Oh, where's my mouse? Apologize. Okay, cool. Oh, god damn it. Okay. Yeah. I'm Oz. I'm gonna...
Sure thing.
There we go. We're 6 people. Yeah. We know all these.
What?
We know all these. Miranda, Damien, Scott, Liam, Polly, and Vera. We only had 6 weeks to choose a prom date, but even more daunting, we had 6 weeks to woo them and conquer their heart. But as I already said, we know all this. We've heard this spiel before. Stupidest pop quiz ever. I'll be using a guide for this to help with the specific stats that we need, which, for Miranda, are, because this is a long game, we need 13 charm and 13 money, and the end of it. So I'm going to be using that for a little handy guide here. And I'll make sure that it... one thing I have noticed with this, actually, is that whoever you get an answer for in the last question of this is usually the one that ends up getting picked. It's the one that you like have a whole thing with. Which god do you pray to each night before sleeping? Let me see. So I need, for Miranda, I need charm and money. So for this one, I could do pray to all kinds of gods, or praying is lame. Let's see. I'm looking for Chinese factory outsourced players. I think I'll go with money for this one. School's outdated in the lane. We need a new school chosen subject ASAP. Oops, I need to pick that. Let's see. For this one, we need turning people into puppets to do emotional wear for. There we go. And now, which would be a killer accessory? For Miranda, we have to pick shiny armor. Damien. Now, I've noticed... I think I just said this, but I didn't get to finish. I've noticed that whoever you pick in the last question, like whatever your last answer is on that last question, whoever pops up is the one you typically have. You'll typically have like interactions and stuff with. So we need charm and we need money. So I'm going to give a little guide here. I'm gonna go money. PCs, yeah. Plus 2 money. Okay, cool. Notice Vera showing off her necklace to Miranda. They're the crown jewels of Lemuria. My family acquired them in a cutthroat business merger. Do you like them? Oh, yes, very much.
Disgraceful.
Such a shame about the Lemurian royal family, though. What, they're all dead at the hands of their own servants? No, that was unavoidable once the true tragedy had taken place. They were no longer loved by their subjects. Feared, you mean? God, I love Miranda so much. She's so cute. Oh, no, fear is so scary. Love is what matters. I could not disagree more. You there, settle this dispute for us. What is the best way to let people know how powerful you are? Make everyone who doesn't love you disappear.
Oh, how majestic.
The amazing thing is that once the bad people start to disappear without explanation, even people who used to be bad start being very good. It's like magic and so humane. Do you happen to know where your father puts all those people who disappeared? No, silly, they disappeared, like a magic trick. +2 charm and +1 smarts, as well as get another reason to never visit Miranda's kingdom. Oh. Alright. Bing bong, bing bong. Hey, the Slayer's here! Slayer is actually part of a, there's a whole other, well, obviously I want to be here. There's a whole other, like, secret quest line you can do with Slayer, which is real fun, and I will be doing at some point. Once I've gone through their 6. You find Liam artfully arranging his food while Miranda diligently sorts her silverware. Neither of them is eating, obviously. Have you found it yet? I'm trying, Liam, but finding the perfect silverware for your cafeteria food pick is an art, not a science. How hard can it be? It's just silverware. Just silverware? And I suppose the food in your food pick is just food? No, it's a metaphor for urban consumption in a postmodern, industrialized mega society. What? Well, my silverware is a metaphor for silverware. Yes, is that not enough? It's more than enough, but can we hurry it along? The lighting is perfect right now, and I don't want to lose it. You're a bit of a silverware aficionado yourself. Maybe you can speed up the selection process while sometimes try the picture fork. It's a fork for taking pictures of. Oops, I did not mean to have that be Liam, but okay. Let's fork. It's open. Just like, okay, well. Across the plate as if left haphazardly while enjoying a delicious meal. You missed class, but it's worth it. Well, you know, I meant to do the Miranda option there, but that's fine. A little Liam love is not too bad. Well, I was going to go to the gym for some charm, but Valerie's there, and Valerie tends to mess with your things. If you pick the area that little cat girl's in, Valerie, she pretty much does not allow you to get any stats in that area. Although she does have a quest herself, I believe. Who cares? This time I paid off. Notice Miranda trying to put on a mile on Liam's face. This should be good. God, I love her. Simply don't understand how you can be so gloomy all the time when the world is so full of wonder and magic. I guess I'm just not part of the Everything is Beautiful club. The Everything is Beautiful club? Is that a secret club? What? Oh, yeah, totally. I want to join. How can I join? Liam seems totally sexually disinterested in seeing this guy, but you have no such reservations. You tell her, oh, it's super easy to join. All I have to do is eat a bunch of cotton candy. Yeah, that one. You hand Miranda some membership forms you whipped up in Picture Shop. They're totally fake, but she's loving it. Miranda fills out all the forms and skips off to mail them to 1234 Fairy Dust Lane. Aren't you worried about what will happen when she finds out you made this whole thing up? You are, kind of, but when you run into Miranda later that week, she's super excited. Oh, she immediately changed outfits. I love that. It worked. The Everything is Beautiful club accepted my application. They said I'm the first applicant they had in centuries. Recruiting is hard when you're a super secret club. They even gave me fun glittery stickers to put over ugly things to make them beautiful. But I haven't used any of them. You know why?
How majestic.
Because everything is beautiful. God, I love her so much. Miranda lets you borrow some of her stickers. You're pretty sure you can find some ugly people to stick them to. You gain +2 fun and +1 charm. Cool. Okay. I just need to make sure that I keep my stats up. I believe there's some secret things you can do. I'm going to go with charm because I need that. An epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team spirit, leading to a spectacular comeback. You're clearly a natural born leader. +2 charm. After that, you engage in a deadly match of truth or dare or death with Polly. That would be a super interesting event to cover. But then the two of you spot Miranda and Liam deep in an intense conversation. That's about to be much more interesting. Polly's here. It is kind of funny that you do hang out with the love interests sometimes, even if you're not vying for them. You're making quite a noise, and I love anything that makes quite a noise. What's up? Miranda and I were having a creative disagreement. You see, we wanted to start our own school club, you know, an intellectually rewarding extracurricular that enriches our minds that, while probably not being mentioned ever again in the future because continuity at this school seems to be a bit random. That's true. Let's do it. You all know my favorite things in the world. Drugs? Sexual activities? Noise? That too, but I meant chess and Russian literature. So treating me as if I were two-dimensional. That's true. Polly does like Russian literature. Supposedly she has a like Russian heritage. Let's start a literature club. I'm not sure. Do you remember what happened last year when we joined the literature club? We wrote dope poems, made new friends. No, the other thing. Ah, that's right. So weird, I almost forgot. I mean, that's how I died, you know. Anyway, the thing is, Miranda and I were already between two ideas. I proposed we start the club. A delightful meta club where we enjoyed ourselves by designing and crafting new school clubs. Boring. I proposed the Little Pony Sweet Dreams Club, a club where we spend our nights learning how to tell the right bedtime stories to ponies. Do we know how to sound two-dimensional, but in any case, can't you both just do your own clubs? No, our lives are filled by the conflict and conversation that can only be solved by choosing between two options. That's why I need you to choose which club is the best one, because Oz always seems to choose based on who they want to ask to prom. God, this game. So which one should we go for? Just remember, one of the ideas includes a tough choice, just because I'm like super drunk right now. Polly, you're always drunk. It's your opportunity to convince Polly of one of the options, because no one is preventing you from making choices based on who you want to ask to prom. It's clearly the club. This one. Okay, well, whatever. Are you sure? You know lots of techno music. Ponies are not into techno music. That sells them because it's super the roar of their natural predator, the pony eater techno eagle. But I like techno. What if we give the ponies free drinks till 2 a.m.? That way they'll be more chill, and it would be a great promotion to attract some party-going ponies with free vodka. Polly. Miranda was such a naysayer. I agree to your club idea, so now you're a team. Now we're a team that you should respect my creative decision.
Disgraceful.
Oh, damn it.
I'm out.
Let's learn new things about ponies, right? Mostly.
Later.
Oh boy. Well, I still got the. You know what? I still got the love for Miranda. I still got the love for Miranda, which is good. Which is all I want.
All right.
Need to go here. Her and Damien are chatting up. Came on Damien sitting at Miranda's elaborate silverware spread while her eating serves chow down obediently at a neighboring table. I still don't get why you collect all these stupid forks and spoons and shit.
What a noob.
I mean, even the knives don't really look that deadly. Silly boy, this silverware is not for killing. Things can be for stuff other than killing? Damien? That's lame as hell. It's basically useless. I mean, you don't even eat. Your servers do it for you. Well, of course they do. But they're not using any of your silverware. Naturally they aren't. Servers must eat with their hands as fits the lower classes. You're saying the silverware collection has no practical purpose? Things have practical purposes? These two could go around and around like this forever unless you say something resolve this dispute. Damien's right. What about your collection of exotic corpses? That's different. These corpses are useful. Useful for what? For holding down important documents. What important documents? Documents about very important... Ugh, fine. Guess I don't use the stupid corpses for anything. I just stack them in a shed and occasionally dress them up in silly costumes. There, are you happy? Extremely. God, that face. Whatever. I'm gonna go play with my corpses. You say having Miranda admire her collection. She even teach you how to use the romance fork. Smooth. Sweet.
All right.
Let's see. I'm gonna go do charm. Because I lost that, I need to get back up. Afterwards, Miranda summons you. It feels weird to be summoned, but you comply. You can't resist her merman orgies. Her merman goons. Thank you for coming, my dear. I have finally decided to trust you with my most important aspiration. I am destined to be the queen of prom. The royal ascension is nigh. We must prepare. Oh, okay, this is a specific ending. Most of my competition is naive. They foolishly assume that prom queen is a purely ceremonial title. Except Ursula Jr. She's proving to be quite a worthy rival. I respect that. Which is why we must destroy her reputation immediately. Any thoughts? Let's convince everyone that she likes humans. Doesn't take much to make someone look bad in this day and age. You, however, are monsters and went for a total overkill. You hired a Chinese hacker to plant 10 years of pro bono work rescuing human babies from lawnmowers in Ursula's name. At recess, Dr. Babylove of the Babylove Institute appears out of nowhere and presents her with the Humanity Award. This will seriously harm her standing with the evil lawnmower creature. That's an important voting block. They're the ones who keep the schoolyard so tidy. Okay. I may up my...
All right.
Let's see. I'm gonna up my money real quick. 420 backers. I love that. Super Benito Bros. Those are possible promises. You notice Polly bent over her phone while Miranda tries to peek over her shoulder. Something really interesting must be going on Polly's phone. When you get closer, though, you see that Polly's just on a horny dating app again, swiping right on everybody. Miranda seems entranced, though, and a little worried. What did you say this was called again? Horny dating app. It's an app for finding true love? Sure.
Oh, how majestic.
But I never knew. I spent countless hours going to royal balls and kissing frogs and pretending to be in a magical slumber, when I could simply have been using this app? I mostly use it for collecting dick pics. Oh, God. Just be so far behind in my quest for love. I'm 19 years old, practically an old maid, and now learning of this? Old? Oh, Jesus. 19 and she's old. Jesus Christ. Miranda. How will I ever make up for lost time? Don't worry, I'll coach you in the mysterious ways of dating app. You'll have a whole harem in no time. Buy the entire company. Yes, of course. I'll solve this problem just like Daddy solves all the problems, by spending money on it.
Classic.
I'm not reading that.
Disgusting.
Uh-oh.
Disgraceful.
Brenda turns over disgust. You storm off in just... Damn it. Okay. Oh, well.
All right.
I should have picked the other one. You notice Liam looking disgruntled, which is his default, so whatever. But it seems like Miranda's pretty upset too. Better check it out. Why are you tapping on your phone so angrily? Did your phone offend you in some way? Why are you mad at it? You seem to be an 8.5 on the Frowny Liam scale. The what? The Frowny Liam scale. Normally I can tell how people are feeling from their faces, but you seem to be frowning most of the time, so I created a chart to measure your frowniness. Miranda pulls out a notepad and displays a series of doodles for Liam's frowniness. They are not super accurate, but they are super adorable. I'm not angry at my phone. My so-called frowniness is because it's caused by a heinous error. I specifically asked that my creature creme brulee be extra crispy so it truly popped with my Massacre Mentgram filter. Instead, they burnt it like a crisp, rendering it unphotographable. Monsters deserve to know what they're getting into if they choose to eat at this cafeteria, so they can choose to take their business to a different establishment. So I'm writing a scathing Yelp review. Wait a minute. You can just eat somewhere else instead of the cafeteria? You can't do that. If they shut the cafeteria down, the school kitchen staff will lose their jobs. Do you know that the peasants have to do labor to make living wages? They don't simply have an unlimited store of gold. I was shocked when I first found out. Of course you were. If the kitchen staff wanted to earn their wages, they should have been better at their jobs. I am simply the merchant of truth. No, you're the merchant of poop. Your royal sophistication shines through. Look, ask Oz. Their taste may tend toward the mainstream, but surely they can see the subpar cafeteria must be exposed. Oz is surely more compassionate than that, and would gladly help me see the cafeteria again. Again? It's hard to keep track of your misadventures at this shit show of a school. Still, you'll help if you can. Miranda can't undermine Liam's admittedly talented Christians above. This will take an army of homeless people who have we pay to write positive welcomes at the cafeteria until we eclipse it. This one. Why, of course. This plan involves two of my most favorite strategies, gathering an army and outsourcing work to the disenfranchised. If it involved torture and suppression of dissidents, it would hit all of my favorites, but there might still be time for that later. I don't even have a response to this. You go to the vast homeless population who wander the woods near the school, don't ask, and convince them the cafeteria is a trendy new restaurant that sells food for the most viable currency of all. Positive Yelp reviews. Turns out people are pretty gullible when they're starving, so they flock to the cafeteria in droves and start writing spectacular reviews on their phones. Because now homeless people have phones of their own, it's they kept all the unwanted blackberries. Remember blackberries? Yeah, me neither. Miranda Vanderbilt, says Principal Giant Spider, bursting into the cafeteria with 8-legged panache. Stop bringing droves of homeless people into our cafeteria. But, Principal, it was absolutely vital to the vitality of the school. I said that the last 5 times. You can't solve all your problems by manipulating homeless people. Notorious PGS storms out, but Miranda looks perfectly chipper. Oh, he may pretend to be upset, but I think the subtext was pretty clear. Thank you, Miranda and Oz, for saving the entire school like the beautiful heroes you are. That's 100% a lie, but Miranda called you beautiful. It's a win. Yay. Okay. Bing bong, bing bong.
All right.
I need to get my charm up, so I gotta go to the gym. At the dodgeball battle takes place, I missed the battle. You spot a fellow player that seems totally discouraged. She thinks she's not worth anything in dodgeball, and she tries to throw a ball at herself. Explain in the many ways you think she's unique and wonderful, while also defending the many pleasures in life. Yeah, okay. You gain +1 BFF. Sadly, she's not part of this game, so that beautiful friendship will take place off-screen. And +2 charm. So puts a sack over your head and throws you in a car. You drive for hours before they let you out and take the sack off. It's clearly the first floor restroom. Miranda's sitting on a makeshift throne while her goons jump in and out of the toilet.
Greetings and salutations.
I'm glad you came. My prom queen campaign is moving on to the next stage. Okay, actually, I need to look into something real quick, so I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. One thing I found, I just looked into this. Interesting enough, one of the endings we can get, a secret ending, is just randomly triggered. That is interesting. So, we are on our way to the throne ending, with this, which is good, Your expertise is crucial for this part. Most of my inner circle are fish. Hardly helpful unless genetically engineered beyond recognition. Jesus, I got the hiccups. Speaking of which, I need you to help me sneak a 3-meter-tall, heavily armed cod assassin named Tresca into the school. No reason, but if you're friends with that singing harlot Ariel, you better say your goodbyes. Do nothing? Every student at our school is some kind of bizarre monster. That is so true. As a matter of fact, I think we already have an enormous, heavily armed codfish at our school. Tresca can simply kill him and take his place. It's his father always says, you can't make an omelet without severe collateral damage. I don't think that's right, but I won't question it. But I won't, you know. This is sort of plan Tresca should have been able to come up with on his own. He's the assassin, after all. I almost did a lower class job. Phew, he saved my dignity. Doing a cod's job is like 100 ranks beneath me. Right next to being from Iceland. What's wrong with Iceland? You refer to the real cries here. You gain +3 boldness. Sweet.
All right.
Now, let's see. I'm going to, just to make sure I have the stats correctly, I am going to do this. +2 coins. You see Miranda at the computer next to you. She's got a look on her face that can only mean one thing. Somebody's being shitty to her on the internet.
Yuck.
The impudence of this so-called internet. My great-uncle Maldor got caught eating one child. Just one, and now everyone's talking as if he is some sort of serial child gobbler. It's not just trolls saying this either. All sorts of monsters are saying the most horrific things. I know what you're thinking. Miranda, why don't you just buy the whole internet and make them stop saying mean things about your family? And of course, that's what I've been trying to do. There's just one tiny problem. There are plenty of people selling part of the internet, but I have no idea who owns all of it. From whom shall I buy the internet? The true owner of the internet was you all along. Hold on, let me check with my royal accountant. It seems you're correct after all. I've owned the internet since 2004 when Steve Works lost to my father in a poker game. This is marvelous news. I shall enact some common sense reforms at once. Pretty soon, you notice there's something different about the internet. Certain words just don't show up when you post them, like child eater, proletarian revolution, and nachos for some reason. Also, you get the sense that your webcam is watching you, but in a benevolent, friendly way. You know you were being metaphorical when you told Miranda she owned the internet, but you're not going to complain about being accidentally correct. At least not where your webcam can hear you. You gain +2 smarts and +1 charm. Sweet. Okay, now, the rest of this I just need to make sure that I don't lose those stats. Actually, can I buy something at Valerie's table? I don't think I need to. I will go sit with you. Hey, Slayer. You arrive at your chosen table to find Miranda folding napkins at Vera. Do you want to know what this one's for, Vera? No. I'll take that. I'll take that as a yes. The rose-shaped napkin fold is for birthdays between the ages of 16 and 22. Miranda's hands move fast as lightning, turning these roses into a gorgeous white swan. By contrast, the swan folding is for first weddings, third weddings, and swan giveaways. As a fashion enthusiast, I have never been so bored by a piece of fabric. Oh, and this black swan folding is for weddings where you plan to brutally murder all the guests. Not very popular, the black swan folding. Okay, that's sort of cool, but I'm still aggressively uninterested. You happen to have some napkin folding skills yourself. Maybe you can spice up this conversation. You decide to show off your most impressive napkin fold. If you fold the napkins like so, it creates a self-aware napkin whose sole purpose is to fold more napkins. This writhing snake fold is for when it's time to leave Vera alone and stop explaining napkin fold. This one. Oh, that's adorable. Look at it folding everybody's napkins. It's like a tiny, adorable surf. Looks like it's folding the other napkins into more self-folding napkins. I know, it's so efficient. Go, little napkin surf. Be free. Aren't you worried this will turn into a self-replicating napkin scenario, progressing geometrically into the world as nothing but napkins? Why? That sounds lovely. God, you're impossible. You seem to have mispronounced impeccable. I love Miranda so much. Whatever, I'm leaving more than napkin folk take over the world. I actually love all of the characters. Out of the ones that we have that we can date, like, immediately, Miranda and Polly are probably my two favorites. Vera leaves you alone for a romantic lunch with Miranda. You can't hang out too long, though. You've got to stop those napkins before they take over the world. Bing bong, bing bong.
All
right. Let's go to, let's just go, you know what? Let's go to class for once. That day you listen to your elders and learn valuable lessons. Sometimes, after all the monster nonsense and the dating gimmicks, you forget that attending class is supposed to be the primary activity at this high school. You gain +2 smarts. Miranda, oblivious to everything that's happened, approaches you weeping.
Disgraceful.
Have you seen the news? The most dreadful thing has happened. The Lemurian monarchy has been overthrown. King Kraken no longer sits on the throne of gold and baby skulls. Baby skulls? Those filthy revolutionaries are saying he stole their daughters and ate their sons and forced everyone to work for free in the uranium mines. So he made a few shrewd financial decisions. That's no reason to depose him. If some innocent kidnapping and slave labor was enough to get the peasants in an uproar, I shudder to think of my own kingdom. Do you think my people might resent being forced to hold up the corner of the palace where their foundation is crumbling? Do you think that 100% income tax and the random cannonballs we fired in the villages might be taken as something other than expressions of goodwill? Could this plague of civil unrest infect my own domain? Oh, perish the thought. I am inconsolable. Console me. How might I safeguard my kingdom against the fate of good King Kraken? This one. These plans seem to be a photograph of a toaster oven with red eyes drawn on it in MS Paint. Uh-oh. Well, I just immediately lost the fucking smarts I gained. It may have worked well enough for a terrestrial robot army, but can you imagine employing such a thing underwater? The results would be simply shocking. Oh, damn it. Wow, my fun is, like, low as hell. I need to get that up.
All right.
Well, I guess I don't have to, but, you know, it's good to have. So a half-hour raid that goes full crazy. You have no idea how it escalates so much, but at one point there are like 300 people. Someone summons demons from a nightmare dimension. The consequences might destroy the fabric itself, but who cares? It's a rad party. Let's do fun. See Miranda frantically running around and bothering people. You come to ask what's going on. Oz, come here. You're always trying to help us and impress us in the most absurd ways. I need your help. Have you seen my test surf? Not the experimental surf I've been testing lately. The one that does tests for me. You know, real smart but no free will. Brainwashed, I think. Probably gave him to me on my 10th birthday. He said he would help me to be a better student. I highly doubt that, but you keep your thoughts to yourself. Now he's missing. Help me. The test is almost upon us. You run to the radio room and yell every word that can be a mental trigger for a brainwashed surf. They must have put one in his head. That's how his mind would convince the Wolfpack to use their super hot senses to find surf. You run into the Wolfpack and use your acute persuasion skills to convince them. Whoa, bro, you totally convinced us with your acute persuasion skills. God damn it. Now give us something from this surf so we know which scent we have to follow. Oh, shit. You have almost no time left, so you give him what you suspect has the most similar scent to the brainwashed surf fish man. A tuna sandwich. It's melon time, my bros. The Wolfpack proceeds to smell the tuna sandwich, then they smell each other's butts, then they eat the tuna sandwich, and then they finally leave. In a matter of minutes, they're back. We found it. This exact same scent. You're welcome. This is just another tuna sandwich. Because that's what you get for being an idiot. You show Miranda the tuna sandwich. What's this? It looks like some sort of sandwich. But I rarely remember the faces of the lesser beings, so I should trust you on this one. Wish us luck. Letty remember again. She still doesn't realize you gave her a tuna sandwich. But it turned out the tuna sandwich is proficient at math and it aced the test. Miranda's super grateful. Long live this world's utter nonsense. You gain +2 smarts and +1 charm. Jesus Christ.
All right.
I wonder if there's a Wolfpack ending. Tabby chose is quite crowded. Liam sits across from Miranda, who is flanked by 2 well-dressed servants. One of these servants cuts a slice of Salisbury steak and feeds it to the other. Seriously, Miranda, you have servants to chew your food for you?
Disgusting!
What? Of course not. That would be barbaric. The servant happily swallows the Salisbury steak. I have servants to eat for me. They're called eating serfs. Don't you have any? First of all, no, I don't need food. Second of all, that totally defeats the purpose of eating. Aren't you worried about starving? What would it be? My serfs get all the calories I need to stay fit and healthy. Ugh, I have no objective reason to care about this, but suddenly it's all I care about. Someone convince Miranda to stop this madness. Maybe you should start this madness, Liam. Imagine all the food you could take pictures of without having to eat any of it. You might have a point there. For too long, I have needlessly ordered off the cafeteria menu, leaving any food untouched, even as I take the most artistic grams. I justify the wastefulness by the intense artistic merits of my photographs, but I need compromise no longer. Finally, I can have my cake and pay someone else to eat it too. So, Miranda, this makes way less sense for someone who actually needs to eat to survive. Oh, you're just jealous of how cute my serfs are. Eat up, little guys. I'm not full yet. Seriously, how does Miranda keep from starving to death? Do they put an IV in her while she sleeps? Whatever, she's happy. It's funny you say that, narrator, because I think that's exactly what happens.
All right.
Let's get my fun up again. I don't necessarily need to, but whatever. I have my charm and creativity money and everything. You spot Juan, the small magical Latino cat, who seems a bit sad. He explains that these worried people are so used to calling him Juan, the small magical Latino cat, that now everyone defines him only by his size, magicality, ethnicity, and species. He's more than that. You correct him. You don't see him in such simplistic terms and convenient definitions. It's just there are around 23 other different Juans in the school, so adding all that to his name is quite necessary. You tell him you'll never forget about him and the crazy adventure you both lived together in Monster Prom's prequel, Monster Middle School. You know what? I would actually play that game. You have a great time remembering those crazy stories. You gain +2 fun. You catch Miranda monologuing about her problems to no one. She often does this. It's like she's accustomed to having a royal scribe following her everywhere she goes. Oh, whatever shall I do about my army? We haven't had a proper war in months, and the soldiers are becoming ever so anxious. I've tried sending the servants to give them tummy rubs, and even putting extra leaves and sticks in their cages, but they just killed the servants with the sticks. I never thought managing an entire branch of the military would be so challenging. How can I possibly keep my soldiers entertained? Do I then have to make them fight a practice war? Yes, a healthy live fire scrimmage. I should have no trouble organizing such a thing. My lieutenants informed me that the soldiers bloody hate each other. And as an extra bonus, anyone who dies in the practice war will be guaranteed not to die in a real war. not to reduce work hazards significantly. As his father always says, any problem can be solved by dividing people into groups and making them kill each other. Okay. I never understood it until now, but these are such wise words. Miranda skips off to organize her bloodbath. You gain +2 bonus and +1 smarts. I desperately need, I desperately need to get the next thing, because I guess I should just go for this. You see Miranda hovering in the hallway, whistling to herself, checking out a reflection of her own scales. Well, hello there, Oz. How funny random to see you here entirely by coincidence near your locker. Seeing as how you've been getting on so well lately, I've decided to afford you the honor and privilege of taking me to the seahorse races. You can pick me up after school today and bring me an assortment of flowers and chocolates as a gift. You're welcome. Oh man, a chance to buy shit for Miranda and take her on an outing you have no interest in? Sounds amazing. Let's rock. You go to the horse race and look for Miranda. She's wearing a beautiful and intricate horse race hat. Unfortunately, a sudden gust blows the hat away. You could swear that you could hear the wind whispering, "Not enough budget." But it surely must have been your imagination. No, my hat. I'm here, look at this. Daddy always gives me money when I go to the seahorse races. It isn't much, of course. Only, Jesus, how much is that? 3 million? But it should make things more fun to bet. Of course, nothing would sour this Ledley date fashion of picking a losing horse. So I'll put this daunting choice entirely on you. How should we choose the winning seahorse so that this day goes down in memory as a pleasurable experience rather than a sign that we should never speak again? No pressure then, but no worries. You know the perfect method for choosing a winning horse. The only way to tell a winning seahorse is by taste. Why watch people who ride seahorses when you could be riding? Okay. Well, this is an option I've never even contemplated. I've never heard of one person running another before. Oh, Miranda. There's one thing I've learned from years of helping Dad's peasant upbringing is that if you want something done right, have your servants do it themselves. But since they're not here, I suppose that makes you my servant. Let's do it. Let's win the race ourselves. Two of you sneak down to the stables and quickly forge the unnecessary paperwork to enter the race. Instead of a mere gunshot, you and your fellow seahorses are off and running. You run as fast as someone who's hoping to earn a prom date with a beautiful mermaid princess, which is very, very fast. So fast, in fact, you somehow managed to outrun over a dozen seahorses who have been training their whole lives for this moment, undoubtedly crushing their hopes and dreams. What a glorious victory this is, asserting my superiority over my subjects, not only by birthright, but also by sheer talent. It does seem like you did most of the heavy lifting, as it were, since Miranda isn't particularly heavy. But why spoil this? It's been a perfectly wonderful outing. I should very much like to ride you again sometime. If only she knew what she was saying. Still, that's better than charm than not. You gain +2 money from the bet and +1 charm from being ridden by a princess. Sweet. I really need that second thing.
All right.
The principal's here. Or not the principal, the coach. As usual, Miranda sits before her immaculate array of carefully arranged silverware. Damien, predictably, is examining her biggest knife. So this is the one for killing people, right?
Disgraceful.
What? Good heavens, no. This is the butter dagger. It'd be unseemly to use it on meat. So what then? Am I supposed to use a scrawny-looking knife to kill a dude? No. If you simply must kill someone mid-meal, it is customary to use the fish knife. This is merfolk court silverware, after all. A tiny thing? I might as well wait for my victim to die of old age. That's usually how it's done in my kingdom, yes. That or poison. This is ridiculous. You there. Which knife would you use to kill a guy? Don't say the fish knife. The fish knife. I said not... Sorry, Damien. Damien picks up the big scary knife you wanted to use in the first place and lunges at you. You pick up the fish knife. Defend my honor. Make sure to hold the knife with pinky extended. What? How did you disarm me? I'm normally the best at stabbing. I guess a fish knife really is the best for murder after all, huh? One must never doubt a princess in matters of silverware, my dear. Miranda is so impressed with your prowess in combat and silverware, she awards you her napkin as a token. Sweet. Yeah, I have, like, 2 questions left to have to answer, and they're not answering. So, I guess I'm not getting that ending, which is fine. Whatever. I will, I'll get my charm up, sure. What's it? Gem? You lose 5%. You lose -5 mercy. A set that might be useful in Monster Prom's sequel, but isn't now, and you gain +2 charm. You open your locker and a cloud of gas knocks you out. You come to your senses plummeting towards Earth, rapidly approaching terminal velocity. You fall into the school's backyard in the hands of Miranda's biggest goons. Your classmates don't notice. It didn't work. None of them even noticed your fall. People are so used to spectacle at this school. This slow ascension is tiresome. I need a glorious act. A grand gesture to secure my throne. Oh, wait, I did get the third one. Okay, never mind. I'm stupid. Can you think of something while I flay my salmon? No more. I build them. This one. Oh, shit. I should have. Okay. Oh, God. Oh, damn it. Well, I'm glad I got my charm up at least. The Monster Prom approaches. Miranda. Yes. Hopefully I didn't ruin that last thing. You finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to the prom with you. Oh, are you really asking me to the Monster Prom? How chivalrous and brave of you. Yes, I accept your proposal. As is customary, on prom night, I'll be waiting for you at a sea dragon's cave. You should rescue me so we can attend the Monster Prom. It will be delightful.
Wow.
Yay!
Magic night.
Prom night was fantastic. You had a lot of fun, but that wasn't enough for Miranda, who wanted it to be the best night ever. So she acquired all the fun from some of your classmates and used it to increase yours. You thought fun didn't work that way, but it turns out it does. You'll both remember that night forever. Yay! Okay. Best at secret handshakes, dead to all your people. Yay! Okay, cool. Those 6 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After the Monster Prom, we kept on living our... Oh, did I not get the right thing? Okay, I guess I didn't... Because I failed at that last one. It didn't count. Learn about who we are and who we could be. You know what? Like it always says, life happened. It was wonderful. Miranda got a job being princess of her kingdom, which was actually kind of her job already. Well, you don't see her complaining about it. Scott turned out to be a genius and became the most renowned mathematician in the country. JK, he became an athlete. Duh, he's still a bit of a simpleton, but lovable and good-hearted as ever. Polly took a summer job as the ghost of Christmas present. She spent most of her time partying. There was almost no work because, you know, it was summer. For those 6 weeks, the Monster Prom seemed larger than life, and then it was gone, just like that. The battle for Monster Prom might have ended, but there were plenty of battles left in that war called youth. Once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Yay! Do. Oh, there's Brian. There's Polly in the background and someone, I don't know. Oh yeah, I forgot Jesse Cox works on this game. Damien. This is what I imagine with the three of them at a table. Oh, the player character. That's fun. I love that. Uh-oh. There's a Slayer on a roller coaster. Oh, I didn't get a chance to read that thing at the bottom. Flamethrower Monkey. Simon Collar. Scaraban. Oh. Beautiful Glitch Studios. And published by those awesome guys. Oz. You warm the coldest day. Aww. There's a couple different things. You had like 6 new images in the gallery. I'm going to look at those real quick before we end things off. Prom night. And we can look at variations with all the others. Oh, close. You don't have... Okay. I don't have the one where Miranda rejects you, unfortunately, but that's fine. Polaroids. I think you get all the ones in the credits by default, and then, yeah. You get all the ones in the credits by default once you finish the game, and then you get one of these for whoever you ended up dating. Or if you ended up bringing to prom. More art. Let's see. Oh, here we go. I got some Vicky early design concept. Vicky events concept. Ooh. I don't know why I got Vicky for that. And fan art. Damien. Any others I got? Nope. Monster Sonas. These are all of, I believe these are backers of the game. Most likely eating my bathroom hyenas. What's the one that was with Zoe? There's 2 of them with Zoe. 3 of them with Zoe. Now I will be doing all the other routes. But yeah, that's Miranda's route, which is very good. So I want to thank everyone for joining me on Monster Prom, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.